Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Behind the Plays. I am your host, Davion. I also go by Davion_OW. And now that you should know that because there's nameplates underneath my face now. So, and with me, as always, is the boy to my right. That is my left because it is me. Or my right is Eric.
Hello, Wall. Hi. Hello.
If you want to get technical on the screen, you're actually pointed directly to the wall that is right by my bedroom. So there you have it.
Gotcha.
Also featuring.
I'm assuming the layout's gonna be the
castle.
same.
There's a princess castle in the back now.
What the dog doing?
Yeah, my Crystal's mom got her a castle, and her bed's in there. It's great.
I'm assuming that wasn't for Crystal, so.
No, it is for the dog. we got her new treats. She's doing great.
Yeah.
So she'll eventually make an actual guest appearance in the podcast. I swear, guys. But today we are actually here. Week 1 is here. Football is here. We are recording this Wednesday night, and we have to open with the Cowboys and the Buccaneers.
What do you mean have to?
Because the Cowboys are playing.
Correct. Good answer.
I don't care about the Bucs. The Bucs can do whatever the Bucs. It's Tom Brady. I expect things from him. But
this is one of the least exciting, most forgettable Thursday night opening game matchups I remember in a long time.
Yeah.
Like this kind of a stinker.
I'm pretty sure the Eagles opened up against the Falcons the year after we won the Super Bowl, and that one wasn't that great.
Well, yeah, but the matchup was cool because wasn't that like a divivision round, something or other? Didn't the Eagles play the Falcons?
We beat them in the divisional round, and we beat them the exact same way, like straight up, identical game.
Yeah, that's what was neat about that. I mean, like
it was cool, but it was definitely a forgettable game.
Last year was Chiefs Texans because that was an excitable game in the divisional round, and that was a terrible game.
True.
But like Cowboys Bucks just feels like it has nothing going for it, you know? Like
honestly,
it's the Bucks because they won the Super Bowl, and the Cowboys because they're the Cowboys.
Money.
Exactly, because it's Jerry Jones, the Crypt Keeper.
I'm not gonna lie to you, as a Eagles fan, this is actually going to pain me and hard stick pain me to say this. I think the Cowboys are posed for a good season this year. I
think they're posed for
I'm gonna hate myself. I'm going to hate myself.
For a better season. I'm not going to commit to a good season.
I'm going to hate myself. I think the Cowboys are actually going to be enjoyable to watch this year.
That's false.
Hey, listen, Eagles fans everywhere. I know what I said. I'm hurting. Our division is slightly getting better. It's ever so slightly getting better. So
I disagree. Sorry. I'm sorry to say.
What do you mean? Ryan Fitzpatrick is here. He's all the entertainment we need.
I think your division's staying exactly where it was last year. We were making.
Dude, what happens
I don't think you got actively worse.
What happens when 3 teams out of the NFC East makes the playoffs this year? The Cowboys, the Washington Football Team, and the Eagles. What happens?
Well, that means that only 2 out of the NFC West are going, which is impossible.
Sounds like a personal problem to me. Sounds like the Niners and the Cardinals failed.
To be better than the Eagles and probably the Cowboys.
Yes, that's exactly
I think
what
the
happened.
Giants. Personally, but whatever.
We'll see. This is all hypothetical. Take what I say with a grain of salt, guys. Trust me. But we are here. Usually, when we have these weekly podcasts for football, we talk about what happened the previous week. There isn't a previous week to talk about, so we are here for Week 1.
We're gonna recap
our
the Super Bowl.
predictions. Yeah, we're gonna recap the Super Bowl as Patrick Mahomes was the only player to show up from the Chiefs that game. And that was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened.
That's the tweet.
It wasn't a great Super Bowl.
It was unfortunate. I kind of felt bad for Mahomes because he literally was playing with an injury and gave everything he had.
Yeah,
but I do have some questions that we will answer today in filler. That was my goal. So
okay,
got some predictions going, but we will do that at the end.
You literally sprung this on me before we started recording, so I have no idea what these questions are.
I didn't either before we started recording, if you want my honesty. That's just how we roll here over at Behind the Plays.
Yeah, we pull everything directly out of our ass.
Exactly. But because of that, we are over on YouTube now. So if you guys are watching us over on YouTube, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button down below and also hit the subscribe button, as it does help us out. If we get over 100 subscribers on YouTube, I can make youtube.com/behindtheplays an actual thing. So please get us to 100 subscribers. Thank you.
That would be neat.
And then everything in our the description down below, you have our links, the Twitter link for Behind the Plays, our Spotify link. Once everything gets set up, I had to everything's not on Spotify how it should be. I had to basically delete everything off of SoundCloud, which in return deleted everything off of Spotify. So now I have to go back and re-upload everything of season 1 football back onto Spotify and then start
rough.
uploading everything on there because of the new thing I use. So it's just gonna take a minute. It should be up. Everything should be up to date, ready to go by hopefully the next time we record. Also, before we get into it, just a little more housekeeping things. I'm so sorry about this, but the layout you see now will not be sticking. This is a temporary layout. I feel like this is not a bad layout for what we have, but we are getting a new logo. We're getting a new banner. We're getting a new layout. We're getting new slides. We're getting fancy. Yeah, no. So my
fancy.
My normal GFX artist, my Desu, who I love dearly. She is a great friend of mine.
Mine's awesome.
She is a really
I
good
don't know
friend of
Mai
mine.
personally,
She does all
but
my
on
Twitch
paper,
stuff.
she seems amazing.
She is. She did all of my Twitch stuff. So like all my Twitch graphics for my personal channel, that's all her. She did everything. Intro. She's making me an intro for my personal YouTube channel, so I actually can do a little bit more things. But she's gonna make us an intro for this. She's basically just redoing everything. So if you've seen Mai's work, head on over to my Twitch. It's linked down below. Check it out. That's what you can expect. We're no longer gonna be black and white. But that's all I'm going to say. So I'm excited about that and very excited to get started. But we are going to start with predictions today. Okay. And before we get officially started into our predictions today, Eric, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I mean, I'm
glad.
optimistic. I kind of I'm not going to commit to have the day off on Monday.
Right.
But we have like a development day, so it's not really like a true day without saying exactly what I do to protect the innocent, of course. But we have kind of a development day, so people don't have to see me be mad about if the Broncos lose.
Oh, you're off on Monday. Well, that's nice.
Kinda.
I get you.
Kinda.
Yeah. We had this past Monday off because banks were closed. It was Labor Day, so that was nice.
Yeah, we all had the day off too for that.
Yeah.
For what I do.
National holiday, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
yeah, we kind of have I'm not going to commit to a day off, but there are certain people who I work with who do have the day off.
Oh, nice.
I
Well,
don't.
hopefully, you get to not you will. You don't. People don't have to see you angry. I guess it works out.
The people that matter, at least.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I now understand where this is going with while being discreet about it.
Yeah.
But
I think
let's
you're
get
picking
things
up what I'm putting
cracking.
down.
September 9th, Thursday night football for the first time in forever.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboys at Buccaneers. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the Cowboys, but guess what I'm gonna be doing Thursday night? I'm gonna be sitting on my butt watching that football game.
Dude, I don't care. You could give me opening weekend like Jags Jets, and I'd watch it.
Yeah, because it's football, dude. I'm actually excited.
We're back.
Ironically, the Jags are playing the Texans opening week. Wow, that's rough.
That's gonna happen at least one more whole time.
Yeah, true. They are in the same division, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so kicking things off, we have the Cowboys in Tampa Bay playing the Buccaneers. How do you feel this game's going to go?
The reigning Super Bowl champion Buccaneers.
The reigning, who brought back all of their starters.
Yes. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, just like you said, this is the Super Bowl champion who has brought back all 22 starters. They have both coordinators. They still have their head coach. There hasn't been dramatic changes made to the Bucs organization since they won the Super Bowl in February.
Right. That's crazy.
So it's kind of hard to believe that they're going to lose to the Cowboys, who didn't make the playoffs last year. They were 6-11, with a really significant injury to the most important position in football. 6-10, but that's besides the point.
No, 5-11. They went 5-11. They went 5-11 because the winner of the division went 7-9.
Even more shameful.
Right.
But to be fair, that was with a pretty significant injury to a pretty significant player in Dak Prescott.
The best player on the roster, may I add.
I'm not going to. I mean. Ask me Friday if I think he's 100%. Right now, I don't.
Right, yeah. I actually think he's about 80. I think he had good workouts from what I saw. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm actually rooting for Dak this season. I genuinely hope Dak Prescott is okay. And I hated watching. I felt bad for the Cowboys because I felt like they missed a big portion of their team with Dak Prescott. You just clear as day see. I feel like he wills them. Their defense may suck at times, but when he was winning games like 38-34, you know, he helped them win those football games. Like he's a good football player. So I don't give Dak enough credit because he's on the Cowboys, but exactly. I'll give him credit. I'll give him his credit where credit's due.
I remember the Falcons game last year. The Cowboys Falcons game.
Well, that was the Falcons. The Falcons. That was they onside kick was some. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I mean that was a certified Atlanta Falcons moment.
The Eagles wouldn't have finished last place in our division if the Falcons didn't falcon, just so we're aware.
Yeah. So, I think the Cowboys will be better this year just because Dak's back, and assuming Dak stays the whole time.
Yeah.
And nothing significant happens again to Dak. I'm optimistic about the Cowboys. I don't think they're a great team. I think they're a good team. However, I think the Bucs are a great team.
Yes, I agree.
So
right.
That's just kind of the difference right now.
Right, like I could see the Bucs going back to back. Like they are good enough to do that because their team is good enough to do that.
Yeah, I could very realistically see the Bucs going back to the Super Bowl. I would be shocked if they didn't at least make the playoffs.
Right.
Like,
yeah, well, their division seems like it's...
Exactly.
It's theirs to lose.
Good.
It's theirs to lose because there's no more Drew Brees.
The Saints and Falcons are painfully average, and the Panthers are painfully below average.
Yeah, exactly. It's their division to lose at this point. So.
Yes. So I would be shocked if the Bucs didn't go back to the playoffs.
Right.
The Bucs are, based on our last podcast, the Bucs are my candidate to be the 1 seed in the NFC.
Yes.
I think
I had them as well.
To potentially go back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, I think it starts in Tampa against America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, this weekend. Yep. Give me the Bucs to win on Thursday Night Football.
For every point that you said, there's nothing else that needs to be said about the Buccaneers. Like that team. I will say though, the Cowboys have a good offense. I really need to see them click. That's the big thing.
I think the Bucs have a good defense too.
Yes, and the Cowboys lack that defense. Now, I will say the Cowboys did add some pieces this offseason to get them to a level where they can actually be talented on defense.
I like Micah Parsons. I like Keanu
We don't know what to expect. We don't know what to expect from them. Yeah, exactly. We don't know what to expect from them yet.
Okay,
all right.
So you're taking the Bucs as
free
well.
real estate.
Cool.
Yeah, free real estate.
Yeah, easy.
And this isn't even a Cowboys hate thing, This is just me. Yeah. This is just the Bucs, Next up on my docket, we have Seahawks and Colts.
Yes. So we have the Seattle Seahawks in Indianapolis taking on the Colts.
Carson Wentz is playing, by the way.
I did see that today. Yes, Carson Wentz is officially playing. Another thing I've noticed with this is that there is a lot of non-divisional matchups week 1, which is like a surprising amount of things.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's a single divisional matchup this opener.
I see Jags Texans, and I see Dolphins Patriots. I think that's it.
That is it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is weird for week 1. There's very few divisional matchups, and the Seahawks Colts is a cross-conference matchup, which is also just kind of a weird thing to see week 1 too.
Right.
Okay, but Colts do have Carson Wentz back. That's good for the Colts, obviously. I like Carson Wentz. I'm optimistic that Carson Wentz will be successful in Indianapolis with Frank Reich as his head coach.
Yeah,
but
I think he's going to do.
Seahawks, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm definitely more unsure now, but I don't know how much I like the Colts winning this game personally.
Right. Yeah. With Carson Wentz playing, I'm a little more optimistic for them because their defense is so stupidly good. The thing is Russell Wilson is really good at picking apart defenses, even if they are this good. He plays against the Rams twice a year. Like he knows what he knows what to do.
Exactly.
The thing is, we need to see Carson Wentz, and it looks like a lot of his receivers may not be playing. We don't know yet for sure because they were all like to be determined if they'll actually play or not. What's that proper term?
I think Eric Fisher is still out too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the Seahawks
Colts are a little bit beat up early, which is not good.
Sounds like a Carson Wentz football team, am I right?
Certified Carson Wentz moment.
But I'm in the Seahawks should win this game category, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts actually pull this off.
Yeah,
because
they are definitely got closer.
Yeah, they're home. Like Carson Wentz is playing. Eric Fisher's still questionable, but when doesn't Carson Wentz have a beat up offensive line? Let's just start there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I give him a lot more credit than I think people want to give him. But I'm like, dude, I've watched him for enough. Like he's a good player. He's a good football player.
I mean, he was an MVP candidate. He was going to win MVP if he didn't get hurt.
Absolutely.
A couple years ago. So
his second year in the league, he was going to win MVP.
Yes. So I think this game got closer for sure. But I agree with you. I think the Seahawks win this game. I think,
and it all depends on their wide receivers too.
I think the good news about Carson Wentz being back is it puts some of the kind of 50-50 games in the Colts' favor. Like when we did our predictions last week 4, I had them losing to the Dolphins. I think they win that now.
Right. Yeah, they have a chance to win that game
week
now.
7, I think I had them losing to the 49ers. I think they can win that now. Like so some of those kind of more 50-50 games, I think they have a better shot at winning now that Carson Wentz is officially back.
Yes.
This isn't one of them. I feel like the Seahawks still win. So I like the Seahawks on the road.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I agree. Seahawks on the road is taking the dub against the Colts, but I think it's going to be a really good game, like a really close, good game. So next would be Jags Texans.
Yes, Jags
This
Texans.
is not a great matchup, but
this is the stinker of the week.
Yeah, my honest opinion, I genuinely think, contrary to popular belief, Trevor Lawrence is going to come out and start his career as a Jacksonville Jaguar 1-0.
I have a hard time believing he won't, just because he's playing the Texans. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is probably going to start his career 1-7, but this is the one.
Right, exactly. He started 1-0. That's what's important here.
Yes, so I agree. I think the Jags went on the road because the Texans are the worst team in football, and I have a hard time believing they'll win a game this year.
Yeah.
The moment they do, I'll start believing in the Texans ever so slightly more. But
we're in
right now,
who was winless and was it the Jets last year? Were winless up until week 14 or something like that.
Yes, I can see the Texans pulling some stunt like that too.
Yeah, exactly. As my dog jumps on my chair because she wants attention.
What the dog doing?
But yeah, Jags. I mean, I just think they're a better team. The Texans. I don't think I have a reason to pick the Texans to win a football game unless they start to win football games, straight up.
Yes. I think they're better than the Texans, but they're not a good team.
Exactly.
The Texans are that bad. So yeah, I like the Jags. Give me the Jags to win.
Agreed. Next up is Eagles versus Falcons. I'm gonna let you kick this one off.
Okay, so Eagles and Falcons. This is kind of an interesting matchup because the Eagles, I think, aren't a great team. The Falcons, I think, are an average team, but we know how the Falcons be.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like this is kind of a matchup of an extremely dominant offense in the Falcons and a terrible defense versus kind of a middle-of-the-road offense and middle-of-the-road defense for the Eagles. So it's basically, can the Eagles capitalize on the fact that the Falcons' defense is so bad? Because I'm confident the Falcons' offense will capitalize on the Eagles' average defense.
Yeah.
So I think, in fact, in the season predictions, I had the Falcons winning this game. But out of moral and principle standpoint, I'm picking the Eagles to win this game because I'm never picking the Falcons to win a game, ever. Unless they play the Texans, then I might consider it. But this whole season, I could literally go 15-1 every week. I'm never picking the Falcons to win a game. It's not worth the risk because we know how the Falcons are. The Falcons don't win football games. The Falcons actually actively lose football games. The Falcons love to be winning football games, and then lose football games. It's magic.
Straight up.
I've never seen anything like
it. They hate winning. I swear.
Yeah. So everything in my gut, in my brain, and logic tells me the Falcons should win this game, but. It's not worth the risk. I'm taking the Eagles to win this.
Yeah. I'm actually picking the Eagles to win this, and the reason I'm actually picking them to win this is a little more... I actually thought a little bit more. I actually think the Eagles, from a defensive standpoint, didn't do a lot, right, in the offseason. What I do think they did is they got healthier. That defensive... Those DBs got healthier. Our defensive line is, again, arguably, I think, is one of the best defensive lines in the league. That's just my honest opinion, but
I would agree. That's definitely the highlight of their defense.
Their defense line. Their line. That's the highlight of their roster. Their defensive line is disgustingly good.
Their offensive line when healthy is really good too.
And that's the thing, right? That was my next point, right? So the D line, I think that we can get to Matt Ryan, right? I think we can do it. The hard part about this is having to contain them. And the hardest part that the Eagles have always had trouble when it comes to the Falcons was always containing Julio Jones. Guess who's not on their roster this season?
Yes, that's very
so that's a very big point that I'd like to make. And the entire right side of the offensive line came back for the Eagles, which would be Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, and Kelsey is in the middle. They're all back and they're all healthy at this game. Could they not be healthy midway through the game? Absolutely, because that's the Eagles. But they're all healthy for once. So it's like, there's a chance. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
We'll see how it goes. I think the Eagles have a very new vamped offense with a lot of new receivers. Miles Sanders is consistent. Jalen Hurts is a brand new quarterback, realistically speaking, in my opinion, brand new head coach.
Virtually new, yeah.
We don't know what to expect, right? We have no clue what's going to happen. If their O-line plays like we know that they can, I think the Eagles win this game from a logical standpoint because they can run it down their throats because Miles Sanders has a burst. Boston Scott is really solid when it comes to speed. And then Jalen Hurts, he can move. You saw what he did with a bad offensive line last year. Think of what he could do with a pretty good offensive line.
And if there was a team that Jalen Hurts is going to look like a Pro Bowler against, it's the Falcons.
Absolutely. Yeah, because he looked like that against the Saints last year.
Exactly.
So And the Cardinals, I think he played. Like, that game was amazing. Even though we lost, it was an amazing football game. So, we'll see. I'm actually logically going, like, I thought about it actually from a logical standpoint. Like, I don't think, like, next week we play the Niners. I don't think we can do that against the Niners. Falcons, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, so we're both going Eagles here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are even for the first 4 games of this week.
Yes. Next up, we have the LA Chargers against the Washington Football Team.
I bet you this one is where we split.
Maybe, we'll see. This is definitely one of the better games of the week.
This is an amazing game this week. I think this is one of the better, because of how good, how even the teams are, in my opinion.
If I'm looking at the matchups, this might be my favorite matchup of the week.
I'd argue Titans really Cardinals is pretty fun.
Browns Chiefs is fun too.
Yeah, those 2 games are probably really fun too.
This is up there.
It's like top 3. Honestly, low key, if the Bears play somewhat okay, the Bears Rams could be fun too.
Yeah, that's always going to be fun on Sunday Night Football. I like the Rams. SoFi Stadium is always fun just because it's newish.
Yeah, that atmosphere.
It's the first time SoFi Stadium is going to allow fans, so that'll be interesting too.
That atmosphere is going to be fun.
Yes. So Chargers at the Washington Football Team. The Chargers made a lot of changes this year, upgrading their O-line significantly because their O-line was terrible. And
they found a franchise quarterback, so they could do that.
Yeah, Justin Herbert seems like he's a franchise quarterback, talented quarterback. They have a solid receiving core. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are nuts. I like Austin Eckler as well. And I like a lot of pieces of their defense. Joey Bosa is one of the best defensive players in the league.
Insane, right?
I really like Derwin James, too, now that he's back from injury. His rookie year, he looked like a potential superstar in this league.
Exactly.
I like a lot of things the Chargers have. I like a lot of things that the Washington Football Team has. I think they upgraded a quarterback. Which is weird saying because it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like,
right, but yeah.
You and I got to be the world's biggest Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Dude, I don't know what it is about that man. I love him. Like, he is just so much fun to cheer for, and I hate that he went to a division rival now.
Yeah. I like Terry McLaurin. I like Antonio Gibson.
Yep.
I think the Washington has a decent enough offensive line. I think it's Brandon Scherf is his name. He's one of the guards. He was a Pro Bowler last year. He's a heck of talented. And we know about the Washington defense. Their defense is
insane. Yeah.
So I really do feel like this is kind of a good offense in the Chargers versus a good defense in the Washington, and an average offense in Washington versus an average defense to average to above average.
Right.
Offenses in Washington.
It's an even matchup.
The Chargers defense, exactly. It's a very, very even matchup. So here, in my opinion, is the difference maker, though. Washington defense is insane, specifically their defensive line.
Yep.
Chase Young is a freak of nature. You can't convince me that man's human. He's some kind of beast.
Yeah, and he's something else.
While the Chargers offensive line is really good, the Chargers offensive line is also brand new. This is the first time we're going to be seeing this unit.
Exactly. And they're not Chase Young good yet.
Exactly. Corey Linsley is a Pro Bowler center. Rashawn Slater is a rookie left tackle. It just feels like it's not going to be there yet week 1. So I really do feel like that's the difference maker in this game. In a nail biter, in a close game, and a fairly low scoring game too, like maybe 20-17 or something like that. Give me the Washington Football Team to win this game.
Okay, I guess we aren't splitting because I'm also going Washington for the exact same reasons. Like literally, you pointed it to a T. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I analyzed the matchup, too, because I think Justin Herbert and that offense is just going to be a blast to watch this season. But they had the glory of going against the Washington Football Team, who have Chase Young and one of the most insane defenses in the league. So
yes.
Yeah.
I like Washington to win this game. I do ultimately think the Chargers are the better team.
I think, down the road, I think they'll have a better record.
Down the road, I think LA's in a better position to make a deeper playoff run than Washington will be.
Yeah, because just how high-powered their offense is.
Yes. So, but right now, week 1, I feel like I trust what I know first, and that would be Washington.
Right.
So, yeah, I like Washington to win this game.
Yep, with you. Next up would be Steelers and at Buffalo playing the Bills. My mental with this matchup is I think this is a game where I feel like they made this matchup and they wanted it to be like, this is going to be a great opener, phenomenal opener. But I don't think the Steelers are nowhere near as good as a team as they were last year. Like, we knew that they were fluke after that 11-0 start, you know?
Yeah, this was a fun matchup in the regular season last year, is what it was.
Exactly.
This was, I think, the Steelers' first loss, or if not, like their second loss or something
Their
like that.
first loss was to the Washington football team. I remember that vividly.
Yeah, it was their second loss. I think it was on Sunday Night Football, too, was against the Bills.
Yeah, so I think Josh Allen is going to come back, and he's going to go even harder than he did last year. Stephon Diggs, I think he's going to play out of his mind. So I'm really excited to watch Buffalo this season, and I genuinely think Buffalo has a better team. So I'm gonna pick Buffalo to win this game.
Okay, I'm on the same page. I'm also taking Buffalo to win this game because I think the Steelers are genuinely not good.
Oh, you don't think they're good at all? Okay.
I mean, I think they're decent. I don't think they're 11-0 to start good.
No, I don't think so either. No.
I think they're about around a 500 team this year. I don't think they're a playoff team.
I could see that.
I think the Steelers' defense is nuts, but the Bills' offense is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust the Steelers' offense at all. And I know the Bills don't have exactly the greatest defense in the world, but it's certainly upgraded. Yeah. I think they returned like 10 of their 11 starters or something like that. And then their two ends they improved. I think they got the one in the draft. I can't remember his name. Rousseau or something like that. It was the guy out of Miami.
Oh, I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
That guy.
It's like Gregory something.
Rousseau. That's his name.
Yeah.
Gregory Rousseau, yeah. I mean, he's going to be a tremendous help for that edge presence because the Bills did not have it last year.
Yeah, and he's insane. Like, he is super good.
Yeah, I really just don't trust the Steelers' offense to score points, even on a defense as average as the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Bills' offense can score on the defense. Will they every drive? Absolutely not. Like, I see this being a low-scoring game, like genuinely like 14-0 or 14-3, like a game like that. Yeah, I like the Bills. I like Josh Allen. I like basically everything the Bills have done so far in their offseason.
Yeah, the Bills are talented,
to build
bro.
up a team. Yeah, I love the Bills. But I'm not optimistic about the Steelers. So yeah, I agree. I think the Bills win this game.
Yeah, I'm with the Bills. I'm all for Bills. Bills Mafia this week.
Yes.
Niners Lions. Honestly, it's
in Detroit. Yeah.
It's this is San Fran's healthy.
Yeah, this is what you call
End of story.
Personnel mismatch.
End of story. That's all I have to say.
Like,
the
Lions have a rookie head coach. They have a new quarterback in Jared Goff, who wasn't great in LA.
Yeah.
They have the Niners, or the the Niners have a great defense when healthy.
Great offense when healthy, outside of probably the quarterback position.
10 out of 11 spots are great when healthy.
Yeah.
And the Lions.
And we don't even know if that what to expect though, because like Jimmy could play and then he could suck, and they might throw in Trey Lance for all we know. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen with the Niners.
If there was a time to do it, it's against the Lions for sure. Because
absolutely.
Let's be real, it might happen versus the Eagles next week. But if you look at the future games that the 49ers have, you got Packers, you got the Seahawks.
Yeah, you're not doing against those two
Cardinals, and then they're on bye week 6. So if it's gonna happen, I think it's gonna happen early or it's gonna happen after the bye.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's either going to happen earlier or after the bye. It really depends on what they do with Jimmy G, honestly.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Lions.
I don't either, but I do hope it's a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I don't.
For my fantasy team's sake.
Yeah, but that's about it. I'm not exactly optimistic about the Lions, so give me the 49ers to win this game.
With you. There's no reason other than that. Straight up. Next up, we have Vikings Bengals. How do you feel about this game?
Which is a weird matchup.
It's a very weird matchup.
It's odd.
I don't know how to feel about this matchup because I don't think the Vikings are a good football team.
I don't either.
But I also don't think the Bengals are a good football team.
I don't either.
But is Joe Burrow's playing, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited to see Joe Burrow. I wasn't sure how bad his injury was last year because he was out late.
Basically, my thing is like the Vikings and Bengals both feel like teams that are going to be right around just below 500 to me.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be finishing somewhere between like 5 to 8, 5 to 7 wins or so.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like this is a key game for both because this is a game to possibly cement a good solid win, especially to start the season.
Yeah, seeing as it's more of a team that's on your level. Like this is a team that we should be able to beat. Whereas you're going to go and play like the Bengals have to go play like the Chargers.
Yeah.
And the Steelers, I think they play them week 3. Like, I don't think those are games that it's like, okay, those teams are slightly better than you. So, we'll see.
And then coming up soon for the Vikings, you have the Cardinals and you have the Seahawks.
You literally play, the Seahawks in week 3. So good luck.
Yeah.
I'm going Vikings this week.
Okay.
The only reason being is because I think that they just have a more established team, whereas I think the Bengals are still young. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals come out and win because I think that the Joe Burrow-Jamar Chase connection is going to be really fun to watch this season, as long as they both stay healthy.
Yes. So I'm going to go with the Bengals.
All right. Because, I didn't think this was the one we were going to be split on. No,
neither did I. I agree the Vikings are a little bit more of the stable team, the consistent team. But the Bengals are the much more explosive team. And I think the explosivity of the Bengals offense, paired with the fact that the Vikings forgot to bring a defense last season, so it's clearly not going to be optimal week 1.
True.
I think I think it leans in the Bengals' favor. So give me a fairly high-scoring game with the Bengals winning.
Okay. We'll see. I want the Bengals to win because I really like Joe Burrow and I like Jamar Chase. You know my love for Jamar Chase.
Yes.
He's super fun to watch.
I like a lot of players on the Bengals.
Yeah, we'll see how they go out and ball out. So we'll see. Next would be Jets at Panthers, which is another weird matchup this week.
Because I feel like you have some sub-tier NFL teams going up against each other here.
They're trying to feel out who's actually like, all right, we got to make sure we figure out they're good in the future.
But here's the other thing, is Sam Darnold now plays for the Panthers.
On the Panthers. Wait, that's why this is important.
To play for the Jets.
The Jets are now starting Zach Wilson.
Because of Sam Darnold.
Okay, this does have an important value, and believe it or not, Sam Darnold was not a factor of the reasoning for my picks this week. I'm actually going with the Panthers because I think Run CMC is going to make his return and have one heck of a return.
Yeah, Sam Darnold made no influence on my decision either. The fact that the Jets are bad made a decision for me. I'm going with the Panthers as well.
Yeah, I will say, though, the Jets have some stuff going for them.
The Panthers aren't great, but I think they're better than the Jets.
Agreed. I think that Zach Wilson, though, and what's-his-face, Corey Davis are going to be fun to watch this season. They're going to be fun to watch this season.
Yeah, I don't hate the Jets' O-line. I like Mekhi Becton, provided he lost some weight.
Him, too. He's solid, too.
I like the rookie guard, Elijah Vera Tucker. Like I like a handful of things on the Jets, and I like a handful of things on the Panthers. But I feel like with a week 1 Christian McCaffrey, who's going to be blowing all of his energy now, because let's be honest, he gets hurt by week 7. That's just how Christian McCaffrey rolls.
True.
So yeah, I like the Panthers to win this game. I feel like they're going to use Christian McCaffrey while they know they have him. I'm confident Sam Darnold will be better in Carolina than he was in New York.
He has a freaking weapon anywhere on the field.
He has a head coach.
And a coach, right? He didn't have.
So I like the Panthers to win this game.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, next up is the Arizona Cardinals in Nashville taking on the Tennessee Titans.
This is a game, actually.
This is a fun game, too. Because
this is a fun game.
These are two of the better teams in the NFL this year.
Yes.
With a lot of talented pieces. In my opinion, I mean, we talked about the Titans all last week.
Yes.
In my opinion, I feel like these are two above average, not great NFL teams.
I think the Titans are disgusting. You know that. I think I don't know if it's just because in Derek I trust, but man, this team is they got Julio now. Like, man, this team is wild. And but the Cardinals also added a very keen wide receiver. Didn't they add AJ Green this offseason?
Yeah, and nobody cared.
I kind of care. AJ Green's solid. He's more than solid. He's above average.
Exactly. The thing holding back AJ Green has been injuries and the fact that he was on the Bengals without Joe Burrow throwing to him.
Yeah, he had Andy Dalton throwing him.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's going to be a big factor for the Cardinals too. That's exciting. And the Cardinals also got J.J. Watt.
That too. Like, their team got really good.
They did. Like, the Cardinals, I don't feel like went down at all. They got way better.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't think they beat the Titans week 1. I think they'll be better. I don't think they beat the Titans.
I don't think the Titans got worse.
Right, that's the problem. They actually got better.
I don't think the Titans got worse. They got better when they got.
Could you imagine being Ryan Tannehill in this situation where he's like, all right, what are we going to do? All right, hand it off to Derrick Henry. That's fine. All right, we're going to throw this play. All right, who do I want to throw it to? Julio or freaking, what's his face? AJ Brown.
It's pretty nuts. Here's
the only thing that they lost that makes it a little sad is I think Jonnu was really good for them, but they lost Jonnu, but they added someone at tight end. I don't remember who they have. Depth chart. I'm going to look real quick. Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot wait till I have my monitors back up. It's actually insane.
Titans
actually, I have no clue who their tight end is.
Jeff Swain.
I don't know who that is. Couldn't tell you. Yeah. They have Derrick Henry, though. And that's important.
I mean, typically that's going to be enough.
Matter of fact, they have Julio Jones, who's like an insane receiver. Like,
and I like a lot of the things that they've done with their defense too.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
Bud Dupree specifically.
Oh, he's really. I love Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
I want you to know I trade for him all the time in franchise mode in Madden because he is always on a cheap deal and he helps because the Eagles don't have a defense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like both these teams. I feel like they're both really offense oriented. I mean, we know that Cliff Kingsbury comes from the school of the air raid, which means score points defense is not a concern.
Yeah, but with adding J.J. Watt to your roster, you kind of think about your defense just a tad bit more.
I feel like the Cardinals
season
have improved their defense.
Yes, but I do think the Titans win the game.
Yeah, when the Cardinals defense shows cohesion, I'll start believing in it. Week one, it's hard to say that they're going to stop Derrick Henry.
See, the thing is that they have this game, which is hard. This is a really rough game. This is like an uphill battle, I think, for the Cardinals. But then they play like the Vikings, and then they play the Jaguars in back-to-back games. And I think that's going to help them prepare because week 4 they got to go against the Rams, which is going to be one heck of that is going to be a showdown.
Yes.
If the Cardinals come out and win weeks 2 and 3, how we expect them to.
Yes. So
and not like mediocrely.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the Cardinals are good. I don't think they're better than the Titans. Give me the Titans to win.
Right now. Yeah, I don't think they're better than the Titans today. So, next up would be Browns at Chiefs, which you think is the matchup of the week.
Yes, I do.
I'm inclined to agree, and it's going to be a fun game. OBJ's back, and I know you think that he makes them worse, but I mean, like, he's OBJ. Like, he makes plays, right?
I'm not gonna deny that Odell Beckham Jr. is a talented player. I think as a cohesive unit, the Browns are better without him.
I see what you're saying.
Because they don't have to worry about throwing him the ball to keep Odell Beckham Jr. off of Instagram.
True.
That's my main thing with OBJ. I'm not going to deny that he's a talented player. He's stupid good.
Yeah. I see. But
I
understand.
That offense isn't centered around OBJ. And I think that's kind of the problem with OBJ on the Browns.
Yeah. If they can make him into a cohesive unit this year and like he's not like being a diva, right? I think that OBJ, Jarvis Landry, that too. OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, like Baker, like that team is going to be fun.
Austin Hooper,
they added. They also have. They still kept Njoku, didn't they?
Yeah, he's their 2 tight end.
Yeah, that's an offense that has some weapons. Okay.
Yes.
So excited to see that, and hopefully that shows out. But they're playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are
the best team in football.
So, sorry, Browns, but I'm going with the Chiefs this week. As much as I want to pay him for the upset, I think Chiefs come out.
It's been a long time since the Browns won a Week 1 game, and I'm just like, this is finally the year they do it because I think the Browns are a top-tier team in the NFL.
They just got
unfortunately they're playing the top team in the NFL.
Yeah, if Week 2 was the Week 1, then we'd be in a different boat because they played the Texans.
They played the Texans. You kidding? Like genuinely, if you were to randomly pick any of these other matchups for the Browns from weeks 1 to 18.
Yeah.
You'd have a great chance of picking a game the Browns are going to win. But this time it didn't happen. The Browns play the Chiefs. Chiefs win. Because the Chiefs are good.
Because it's Chiefs. Chiefs are good.
Too good.
Yeah. Dolphins at Patriots. Patriots just recently released Cameron Newton.
Yep. Starting Michael McCarkle-Jones.
Michael McCarkle-Jones. And believe it or not, I'm going with the Dolphins week 1. Or,
Is it
I think
for
the Patriots
that reason?
No, genuinely, I don't think the Patriots have enough weapons to give Mac Jones. Like, their best weapons, in my honest opinion, are their tight ends in Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. Because their wide receiver number 1 is Nelson Aguilar, and they traded Sony Michel. Like, no, the Dolphins are just a better, well-established team, and I think they're going to come out and be more talented than Patriots are. Yeah. Their defense is phenomenal, the Patriots, but, like, so is the Dolphins. And I'd take... Like, if I'm going to take a great defense, above average defense, to a, like, middle ground average offense, and I'm going to, as opposed to a meh offense that we don't know what to expect from because literally all of them are new players, like, at your skill position. Like, Nelson wasn't on the team last year. Hunter Henry wasn't there. Jonnu wasn't there. Mac Jones wasn't there. Like, those are your people. That's your players, right? And it's like I'm gonna go Dolphins, and there's more to it than just like, oh, it's the Patriots, they got rid of Cam Newton. No, it's like I want to root for Mac Jones because, like, you know, good for him. I'm happy for him. But it's like, I think the Dolphins are a much better team than the Patriots are today. Now, like, week 8, we could be having a different conversation.
See, I think I'm on the exact opposite page.
Really?
Literally on the other page. I think the Dolphins, when all is said and done, are the better team than the Patriots.
Yeah.
But I think here's the difference maker. Okay, the Patriots' offensive line is the best offensive line I've ever seen the Patriots have, ever. Ever. Even with Tom Brady all those years. And the Patriots were always known for having a great offensive line. This is their best unit they've ever had. Their offensive line is crazy good.
Yeah.
And I believe in Davion Harris, their running back.
He's good. He's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good. I'm not gonna front. Davion Harris is solid.
The highlight of the Dolphins' defense is their secondary. I feel like the Patriots are a run-first team.
True.
And I feel like that's the mismatch.
You don't think that they could maybe load the box with some extra sets?
The Patriots don't have the targets because the Patriots aren't going to throw the ball. The Patriots are going to run the ball.
True.
The Patriots are going to check down. The Patriots are going to throw to Hunter Henry and Jonnu.
True. Okay, I see what you're saying.
When all is said and done, I think the Dolphins are a better team. But here's the thing. This is also the evil empire. This is also Bill Belichick.
True.
I can't remember the last time Bill Belichick lost a Week 1 game, besides last year when they didn't have Tom Brady.
Right.
So if there was ever a time to do it, it'd be now. But I feel better about the Patriots in Week 1. By the time we're talking Week 18, I think the Dolphins are a better team.
Okay.
But in Week 1, give me the Patriots to win.
Okay, I'm taking the Dolphins because I just think they're a better team right now, today. But, you know, that's just mine. I mean, it is what it is. I think the Patriots can't come out and, like, win the game, you know? They are home. It's Bill Belichick being Bill, you know, Bill Belichick's going to do Bill Belichick things. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see, right?
Yeah.
Here's your boys, the Broncos, heading into a MetLife Stadium to play the New York Giants.
Yes.
Week 1. How are you feeling about this game?
Optimistic. Cautiously optimistic.
Oh, that's how we always are with the Broncos, right?
Yes. Basically, that's my entire life since Peyton Manning left. Is I'm optimistic, but I'm hopeful for the best, but expecting the worst. Basically. Here's the thing. I think this is a little bit of a mismatch for the Giants. Because I don't think the Giants' personnel matches well with the Broncos, because the Broncos have easily the most upgraded secondary in the NFL. I'm not going to commit to it's the best yet, but I think it's up there.
Yeah, but the Giants don't have that great of a receiving core.
Exactly. I feel like this is a shut-down defensive effort from the Broncos.
Yeah, because
the Giants' secondary isn't great, and I feel like the Broncos have a good young receiving core. The question has always been for the Broncos, who's throwing them the ball.
Yeah, and Teddy Bridgewater is opening Week 1.
Exactly.
And I think that's a good enough quarterback to beat the Giants.
Yes, I think Teddy's a little bit more mobile to patch up for the little bit of the holes that the Broncos have on their O-line. I feel like the defense for the Broncos matches up very well with the Giants' offense. I feel like their secondary shuts down the Giants' receiving core. The only thing I'm genuinely a little bit concerned about is Evan Ingram, just because if he manages to get into mismatches against the Broncos linebacking core, which like Josie Jewell and Alexander Johnson are okay cover guys, then I feel like we'll have issues. But I feel like the Broncos defensive line is better than the Giants offensive line. I feel like the Broncos secondary is better than the Giants receivers.
I think the biggest question mark of the game is going to be how Saquon going to come out and play.
Exactly. That's the biggest question mark. That's the biggest question. Is like Saquon ready to go for this season? Because the Broncos aren't going to be able to stop Saquon.
Who can?
Exactly. I have a hard time believing that Saquon's going to be ready to go Week 1 with his injury history.
Yeah.
And I believe in Teddy. I'm optimistic about Teddy. So I would say this, like 9 times out of 10, without Broncos bias, I'm probably picking the Giants. Genuinely. But with a little bit of Broncos bias and a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, I'm taking the Denver Broncos.
I actually think the Denver Broncos are going to win this game too. I genuinely think that the Giants, is Saquon potentially going to have a good game? He could, right? But like you said, I think we saw that the Giants wanted to throw the football more last year. They didn't really run the ball that much, obviously because their running back was gone. But they didn't run. And when they did, they ran before he got hurt, and they were the Giants, so they weren't winning games anyway. But that's besides the point, right? Like it's like I think they're gonna try to fly because granted, Darius Slayton's gotten better, and I think they're wanting to throw the ball with Daniel Jones because they need to get enough. Like they need to know, are we going to move on from you after this year or not. And they're going to try to make plays, and I think that the Broncos are going to shut down anything that they want to do. So I think the Broncos are going to win the game.
Yeah. I like the Broncos' defensive matchup more than
also, I think Jerry Jeudy's going to cook these guys. Jerry Jeudy's one of the best route runners in the league, in my humble opinion.
Provided Jerry Jones can put ball in hand. That was the biggest thing last year was
if
drops.
Bridgewater can put the ball, if he can hold on to the football, my man is about to put the Giants secondary on a freaking ankles alert. Like,
Courtland
seriously.
Sutton is back too.
Yeah.
He tore his ACL,
Courtland Sutton's good, right? I think Jerry Jeudy is an elite route runner. Like, elite. Just catch the ball.
Yeah, I think if Teddy has a big game, if Jerry Jeudy has a big year too, I think the Broncos will be okay.
Yeah, they're going to be fun.
Yep. Okay. So next up, last game of Sunday afternoon would be the Green Bay Packers in Jacksonville playing the Jacksonville Saints.
That's right. Prayers go out to anybody that's dealing with that hurricane, because that is no freaking joke, dude. I've seen some people that didn't have power still, so prayers and thoughts are going to you and your guys' families if you guys are at all stuck in that. So that's always, it's never fun to deal with. We've already New Orleans has already done this before, with Hurricane Katrina. So the Saints are winning the Super Bowl, confirmed.
I don't think, did they win the Super Bowl the year of Katrina?
I
think it was
swear they
a
did.
few years after.
It was like, or maybe it was the year. It was like the year after or something like that, because it was the year they got to play in their stadium again.
I think that's exactly what it was. Yes, and then because I think the year of Katrina was the year they signed Drew Brees.
So they're winning next year. My bad.
Yes. So we'll see.
Sorry. Packers at Saints though. Dog, it's the last dance. I'm pretty sure based off of those Instagram posts, I'm not picking the Packers to lose a game this season. I'm going with the Packers.
Okay. I'm going with the Packers as well, but it's mostly just because the Saints have lost home field advantage. And the Packers are a better team too.
It's like a neutral site game basically.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like when it comes to a neutral site game, home field advantage doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter who's the quote unquote home team. I think the Packers are better than the Saints. The one thing I will say is that the Saints just signed Bradley Roby today too.
Did they?
I think is a big pickup. Yeah,
that's a big pickup.
Yes. So the Saints signed Bradley Roby, which I think will help for sure. I don't think he's the difference maker in like an entire win, especially versus the Packers. But
you just never know.
Yeah, I do like the Saints. I think they're around a 500 team. I personally, we talked about last week, I had the entire NFC West going to the playoffs. If there was a team that could potentially replace that, it would be Cardinals out and with the Saints in.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Jameis Winston has the talent to. I just think the receiver core really took a hit because there's no Michael Thomas right now.
Yes, and that's the thing. Is like I don't really trust who Jameis is throwing the ball to. I love their offensive line, and I love Alvin Kamara, but that's what's going for me on the Saints.
Like, let's be real. Their best receiver right now is Taysom Hill.
The best tight end, yeah. The tight end, the quarterback. But what else is keeping me afloat too is the fact that I trust Sean Payton because he's an insanely good offensive coach.
Yeah, he's a great coach, and I think Alvin Kamara has the talent to help carry this team. So
yes, so yeah, I think that's what's keeping the Saints afloat. I think they struggle against the Packers though because I think the Packers offense is just overwhelming, and the Packers defense is good enough.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers is coming off MVP, so
yeah. I'd be shocked if the Packers lost. If the Packers lost, we're probably in DEFCON 1.
Yeah, straight up. We're going to have to really talk about the Packers that following week.
Yes. Okay, so then that takes us to Sunday Night Football. In SoFi Stadium for the first time with fans.
Woo!
We have the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Chicago Bears.
Crazy situation we're having here because the Bears did a lot of revamping this offseason.
Yes.
And the Rams...
Matt Nagy, in fact, likes his job.
The Rams talk about revamping. They said, get the liability out of here. We're going to get Stafford.
They went and got Matt Stafford, who knows a thing or two about the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it's almost like he played them twice a year for his whole career or something like that. So I genuinely think that this is going to be a good matchup. And the reason being is because it's a primetime game, and I think Chicago, aside from their quarterback issues, has a solid enough core to actually go out and win some games this year.
I do too.
But not against the Rams.
Basically, for me, it's Cardinals, Saints, and the Bears are kind of like the cusp of the 7th seed.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Bears are good. I don't think they're great.
I agree. They
but
always
I do
disappoint
think the Rams
me.
I think the Rams are a very good team. I think Stafford is the difference maker in Los Angeles. Are like the Rams gonna? Am I gonna say the Rams are gonna win a Super Bowl with Matt Stafford? No.
They could though. That's the crazy thing.
Are the Rams a better team with Matt Stafford? Yes. Is Matt Stafford a better quarterback with the Rams? Yes.
The crazy thing is they're like perfect because they went to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Like, imagine what they could have done with Matt Stafford.
They went to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff and a blown PI call. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it takes a little bit of luck to get to the Super Bowl, especially when Jared Goff's your quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit yet to Matt Stafford. It will mitigate that. Because here's the thing: is the NFC West is also nutty good.
NFC West is definitely different than the NFC North.
It's the best division in football. Great. The NFC West. Yeah. I don't think it's close. I think the NFC West is super good.
Yeah.
I think the Rams are a good team. I think the Rams are the best team in the West, in my opinion. And the Bears are kind of an above average to average to below average, right in that area team, regardless of who's at quarterback.
Yeah. So I'm actually really excited to see this game. And I'm in Chicago now, so I'm pretty sure Sunday night I might have to go to a bar or something because it's probably gonna get lit. And I'm actually, I genuinely I like downtown. I live downtown Chicago, so like, I genuinely want to go to a bar and just have fun with a football game, and I think that would be a blast. Like, I genuinely might have to go buy some Bears stuff so I can wear it out because like, I'm in the city now. Like I'm not a Bears fan by any stretch of the imagination, guys. I will forever and always be a Philadelphia Eagles fan. That's my heart. But I live in a city now where I've never had that option. I've never been in a place where I've had that option. Like, I moved, Vegas got the Raiders. Straight up. Yeah. Like, that's what happened. And I wasn't going to go cheer for the Raiders.
One year Vegas had the Raiders, you couldn't go anywhere.
Right. They just got them, though. Like, Chicago has so much, like, culture and history in the same stadium. Like, I am stoked. So I got to do something. I might even go to that Bengals game week 2. Let's be real. I might have to think about it. Like, just because it's the Bengals. Like, I could see them go win a game, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to go out into a football game in the fucking snow. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got to go in September.
I got to go, like, now.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel better, I'm not going anywhere near any place to celebrate the Raiders.
What do you mean? You're gonna go watch Raiders take on the Broncos?
Yeah, maybe if I have like time and money. I think the Broncos game in Las Vegas this year is like right around Christmas. I'm pretty sure I'm back in Reno for that game.
Of course you are.
Right, maybe. So like I know what I was talking with
the Eagles play the Raiders in Las Vegas this year.
I know, right? The year you moved.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going home.
Yeah. So I think what I talked to Katie into possibly doing the game next year, or maybe we'll look at driving over to Los Angeles to go watch the Broncos play the Chargers.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. So that might be what we do.
I think something I've always wanted to do.
A professional sporting event ever, and I would love to go.
I think something would be. I've never been to a professional sporting event either. I went to a Laker pregame, preseason game. That's the closest I've got. Oh, I take that back. Take it back. I went to the Orlando Magic versus the Dallas Mavericks in Orlando. Got to watch Luka Doncic play. I take it back. But it was during COVID.
With Crystal.
That was during COVID. I feel like I didn't get the full experience. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the hype. It didn't have that hype feel to it. So I'm excited for this. So hopefully we get it going. But that's enough about that and professional sports and all that fun stuff. Personal lives.
Who wins the game officially? Bears, Rams.
LA Rams. Like, I think the Rams are a better team, but I think I have like 4 bars around me, dude. I am so excited for the environment if the Bears win. I'm just letting you know that now. I will be hype as freaking all get out if the Bears win this football game.
Yeah. I think the Rams win this game as well. So yeah, give me the Rams.
Yes. And then Monday Night Football. Raiders versus Ravens. Brand new stadium. First time I think they're allowing fans because they didn't allow fans last year.
Yep.
We got Vegas.
First time fans will be in Allegiant Stadium.
Yes, Allegiant Stadium is open for business. By the way, I must say, that stadium is gorgeous. Like, it is a beautiful stadium.
Actually, this is going to be the second time because I think they were at home against like Eastern Washington. UNLV was. So it was open to fans, all like 3 UNLV fans.
That doesn't count. UNLV doesn't have fans. That doesn't count.
You're darn right they don't.
But I will say that
they have people who are wrong who like UNLV. But
true.
That's about it.
People that actually attended the school have to kind of go because
you don't really have to do that.
Not even a little bit.
For context, I went to the University of Nevada and I hate UNLV and I hate everything about them.
I live there, and I don't even like UNLV.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
I like UNR more than I like UNLV.
See? I'm telling you.
And I live there. I just didn't go to either school, you know?
Yeah.
So, Wolfpacks just sounds cool. They also have they had more fun basketball players come out of there, so that's just my opinion.
You had the Martin twins. You had
in my age, because
JaVale
in the olden days, UNLV was insane at basketball.
Yes.
So we're not going there. I mean, in my time, okay, guys. So don't crucify me.
You have the main man, JaVale McGee. Shaq's
3-time NBA champion, JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee. Olympic gold medalist, JaVale McGee.
Olympic gold medalist, JaVale McGee. That's crazy. JaVale McGee is insane.
A bunch of players went there.
The Martin twins are fun to watch.
Sessions went to Nevada.
Dude, Ramon Sessions, I used to use him in 2K all the time when he was on the Cavs.
Yeah, they just they renamed an athletic facility across the street from where I used to work after Ramon Sessions.
That's awesome. Yeah. Ramon Sessions is a good guy. He wasn't that great in the NBA, but he was a good guy.
Oh yeah, no, he was fun. He was
all right,
fun
last game.
There because going to those games, yeah.
Oh, that's true. I bet.
So yeah, I've been to tons of Wolfpack basketball games. So many.
I went to one UNLV basketball game and they won, and it was a good time.
Yeah,
that's all it was. So it was a good time.
Okay, Ravens Raiders.
Dude, this isn't. I think that we have their first game in Vegas, and you just have the depression of having to play the freaking Ravens week 1.
A good team.
So I'm taking the Ravens to win this game.
Yeah,
Ravens, by the way,
are good. The Raiders are not.
Signed Le'Veon Bell to their practice squad, which is something that we need to talk about.
Yeah, that is something we need to talk about because I scooped him up in fantasy. Wink.
We were really hardcore talking about, Le'Veon. We don't know how we're gonna feel. You know, their running backs went out. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be really rough, and then they picked up Le'Veon Bell. I think he's not gonna play week 1. He's gonna play week 2 though.
Yes,
because he's on the practice squad. I think they're just gonna. He just signed today, so I think they're gonna try to get him to learn the playbook for a week, and then he's gonna come out Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs.
This is a perfect team for Le'Veon Bell to join. You want to know why? Because he doesn't like the Chiefs. He doesn't like Andy Reid. Guess who they play week 2?
Yep, Chiefs and Andy Reid. And he's in a system where he
doesn't like Mike Tomlin. He doesn't like the Steelers. Guess who they play twice this year?
Oh yeah, this is great for him.
He's a perfect situation for Le'Veon.
Dog, this is Le'Veon Bell revenge tour season.
I'm not going to commit to that, but it's going to be exciting. I think Lev Bell is in a great situation.
Yeah, this is perfect for him.
Just knowing how Lev Bell is, I could very well just see him not being on the Ravens next year and him telling everybody how bad Harbaugh is.
Oh, true. But who cares?
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, well, that is it for our predictions. Do you want to run it through one more time for the culture?
Yes. So this week I am taking the Buccaneers, Seahawks, Jaguars, Eagles, football team, Bills, 49ers, Bengals, Panthers, Titans, Chiefs, Patriots, Broncos, Packers, Rams, and Ravens.
So we have different this week. The Patriots, Dolphins, and the Bengals, Vikings.
Yes,
I think that is it.
Those are the only two.
And I will run down mine one more time because I said I would. The Bucks, Seahawks, Jags, Eagles, football team, Bills, Niners, Vikings, Panthers, Titans, Chiefs, Dolphins, Broncos, Packers, Rams, and Ravens are winning this week. Whew. And since we don't have a recap to go through, and we're only an hour in.
Oh, that's it?
I would like to ask 6 fun questions that will get us hyped for this new NFL season.
Okay.
These are the way too early predictions, and I need to know how you're feeling about it. Okay? Who do you feel is going to be? This is this is going to be a fun question because there's a handful of players I think it could go to. Comeback player of the year.
Ooh, comeback player of the year.
And my answer immediately is Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that's my immediate answer too. I would say potentially Christian McCaffrey. If
that was the other one that was in my head. Yep, but I think it's going to be Dak.
Those are the two that immediately come to mind. I'm trying to think of a reason it's not Dak.
I can't think of one. I was talking to someone else about it earlier.
Count?
Yes.
Does Aaron Rodgers count?
He won MVP. No, he doesn't count.
But it feels like he was gone, doesn't it?
It really does. It didn't feel like he was there. Let's be real.
Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers doesn't count.
The other one that I was thinking of, but I don't think this counts either, was Carson Wentz. But I don't feel like that counts because he really didn't. He played. He was there.
Yeah.
He didn't get hurt or anything. He just got benched. You don't get comeback player of the game year for wiggling your way out of Philly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
what about Joe Burrow?
That could be a fun storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, could you imagine winning Comeback Player of the Year and MVP in the same year? 2 years tend to win it.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
All right, so, I think I'm going Dak.
I'm going to go Dak too, but give me Joe Burrow as a dark horse candidate.
That would be fun. That would be real fun. Speaking of Joe Burrow, he doesn't really count in this discussion, but he reminded me, Rookie of the Year. Who do you think is going to take home Rookie of the Year this year?
This is a tough one.
This is a really tough one. Now, it's traditionally a quarterback. Last year, I really, really, really wanted to go to a wide receiver. Either Justin Jefferson or Chase Claypool. This year, I'm not in that same position, even though I want my boy Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase to actually win it. Would be awesome. But I think that genuinely this year, I think with situation-based and how solid the rosters are, I actually think it's going to be Mac Jones.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but I kind of agree with you.
Like, I want to go Zach Wilson. I don't think it's going to be Trevor. Fun fact. I don't think it's going to be Trevor.
I don't think the Jags are good enough.
Zach Wilson, I could see doing it because I think he has I'm going to say weapons. That's not how I mean that, but I think he has the means to win it. Mac Jones is in the best position to win it. And if neither of them succeed, genuinely, we could see a wide receiver win it this year.
Okay, so then let's go with Mac Jones and let's answer this question. Who do you think, if, let's say, all the quarterbacks were eliminated from contention, who wins Rookie of the Year?
Mac Jones. Depending on, I think
all the quarterbacks are eliminated from contention.
If none of them make playoffs, I think Mac Jones might end up having the better year.
No, just because saying, we can't give the award to a quarterback. Who do you give?
If we can't give the award to a quarterback?
Yes.
Rookie of the Year. I'm going to go Chase.
Jamar Chase?
I think with Joe Burrow slinging the rock to you. Because, I want to say Devontae Smith for bias purposes. But I don't know what to expect from Jalen Hurts. I know what Jalen Hurts can do, but I don't know what their connection's going to be like. So I'm gonna go Chase.
I'm going to go Jalen Waddle.
That's also a really good one.
Just because I think the Dolphins will be better than the Bengals, and what Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have, I think Tua and Jalen Waddle have.
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
I think it's better with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase because I think Joe Burrow is better than Tua, and I think Jamar Chase is better than Jalen Waddle.
But overall, they're better in a better situation. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. I'm going to say Jalen Waddle. Just to be different.
If it's not a quarterback. If
it's not a quarterback, it'll be Jalen Waddle.
We're definitely going
I agree. I think it's Mac Jones.
I think it's Mac Jones too. That's crazy.
If it's not Mac Jones, I do think it's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I honestly think Zach Wilson might be in the better position. I don't know. They could be. I actually think it's going to be closer than last year. It felt like it should be Joe Burrow, no contention, and then he died.
Yeah.
Then Justin Herbert popped off. It was like, there's no contention here. It's like, okay. This one I feel like, this is kind of mysterious. I don't know what to really expect from any of them. We know what to we kind of knew what going into it. We know Justin Herbert's going to be solid. We know Joe Burrow's going to be solid. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. What do you think this year? I need you to make a really fun prediction. What do you think is going to be the biggest surprise of the season?
Ooh, like a team?
Team, or player popping off, doing something crazy. What do you think the biggest surprise of the season is going to be?
I mean, part of me wants to say the Eagles. I think the Eagles could do it. I don't think they do. I'm not optimistic. So I'm going to say, the Eagles could.
Okay.
But I think there's a better answer than the Eagles.
You want to know what my answer is?
Sure.
Jalen Hurts is MVP candidate this year. Top 5.
Okay.
That's going to be the biggest surprise of the season. They may not make the playoffs, but Jalen Hurts is going to have himself one heck of a year. I'm feeling it now.
Okay. I think maybe the biggest surprise of the year.
And that's a very bold prediction. That's a really bold prediction. That is an extreme. I think Justin Herbert is going to be potential MVP before I think Jalen Hurts is MVP. But I'm feeling a vibe. I don't know what it is about Jalen Hurts' leadership this offseason, but it feels like there's a lot of mutual respect in that locker room that hasn't been there in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm feeling. Last time we had that respect, Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate, and we won a dang Super Bowl. Do I think we're going to win a Super Bowl? No, but I think we have a potential MVP candidate on our hands. So we'll see how it goes.
A big surprise.
It also could be a team.
You know,
you could be like, this team's going to perform better than I think they could be. They're dark horse, you know?
I feel like you already know my dark horses because right now.
Also, don't say dark horse because that's another question on the list.
Oh, okay. So who do I think is going to be the biggest surprise? How about? Can I say Matt Stafford?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I say the Rams?
Yeah, no, I think they're potential to be a crazy surprise.
I think a lot of people think the Rams with Matt Stafford are good. I think the Rams with Matt Stafford are great.
Yeah, they're one of the best defenses in the league.
I think they're a Super Bowl contender. They're a 1-seed contender. They're in my opinion in the best position to upset the Bucs and beat the Bucs to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think strictly because of how their defense is set up, they can do that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Matt Stafford and the Rams, biggest surprise. Okay. I think they're better than a lot of people think they are.
And dark horse, who are you feeling dark horsey this year?
Like for an MVP or something like that?
No, just team, dark horse team that potentially could slide their ways into the playoffs.
Broncos.
I like that. Funny enough, I'm not going to say the Eagles. I'm actually going to go with the Dallas Cowboys on this one.
Okay.
They're my dark horse this season.
I can agree.
And that was painful. Anyway, biggest blunder of the season. Who do you think is going to be the biggest bleh of the season? The Steelers? Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking Steelers. Juju is going to be, in particular, he's going to be the biggest blunder of the season.
Yeah, no, the Steelers are going to go from starting 11-0 last year to being
starting
around
0-11 this year.
And I don't think the Steelers are good. So yeah, I'm going to say biggest blunder this year is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, and the two major awards. Who do you think is going to come home with Depoy this year?
Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm going Aaron Donald, just so we're
How can you not say Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald feels like the answer 10 times out of 10.
Okay, let's say it's not Aaron Donald.
If it's not Aaron Donald?
For the sake of being interesting.
Not Aaron Donald?
If it's not Aaron Donald. Give me Jalen Ramsey.
Dog, I was like low-key thinking cornerback, but, oh, man. That's tough.
Like, I'm thinking because they really I think they're going to be one of the best defensive players. They really like to give it to edge players and defensive line players because they're the most involved, you know? So, I feel like if I wanted to do a traditional answer, I'm going to actually say Chase Young could win Depoy.
I was thinking along those lines too. I think Aaron Donald should win it. Is probably going to win it. If it's not him,
the next two candidates are Jalen Ramsey and Chase Young.
You know what? This might be a stretch. I'm gonna go JJ.
JJ Watt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go JJ Watt.
Washed, personally.
I'm gonna go JJ Watt. This Cardinals team might help him. He was on the Texans. Let's not forget that.
I thought of a fun answer.
Okay.
So how about Myles Garrett?
Dog, that's actually a really fun one too. He could prove some people wrong this season and pop off. Yeah, they have Davion Clowney now too.
I think Davion Clowney's not good.
He was good at one point.
I don't like. Let's put it this way. I don't think he's actively hurting the Browns.
No, I think he adds help to the Browns. I think he adds an aspect that makes it so that Myles Garrett might actually do that.
Yeah, because now you have to pay attention to Davion Clowney too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So MVP.
Yeah. Give me dark horse Depoy to be Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah, no. I honestly JJ Watt's my dark horse. I don't know why. I feel like he's gonna have a rejuvenated year. He might not do anything past this year, but this year, JJ Watt feeling lucky, feeling zesty. MVP. I mean,
there's an easy answer here.
There is the.
Should we remove an easy answer? The easy answer to make
is Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's my answer. But if you want me to be like real serious,
I think the Chiefs are the best team in football, and Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league. So
you want to go not should be the Patrick Mahomes.
So let's say it's not Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen.
Joe, actually, I'm changing my answer to Josh Allen. You have convinced me otherwise. That is such a good answer. Josh Allen is actually cracked. Dog, he is posed to have a good year. Never mind. Yep. No, Josh Allen is the right answer. Never mind. I think that actually could rival Patrick Mahomes.
I think as of now, those are the two. Maybe add in Russell Wilson just because he's always in the MVP conversation.
Always. I swear, first 4 weeks, it's always, oh, man, Russell Wilson should win the MVP.
I think the MVP will be Patrick Mahomes. But the fun answer, let's say hypothetically, it wasn't Patrick Mahomes.
It could be Josh Allen.
I like Josh Allen.
He could win. That could be fun. All right, well, those are your way too early predictions and our week 1 predictions. I hope you guys are all enjoying football. I'm sorry if this does not go up before the Cowboys-Buccaneers game, but if you watched last week, we both picked the Bucs anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to tweet it out anyway.
Sunday.
in theory, this should go up tomorrow, but it's Wednesday night, and this is me we're talking about. When do I ever get anything out on time? So it's gonna be up by 4 Sunday though, for sure. Like latest Saturday.
Yeah.
Like
worst case scenario, that's what Twitter's for.
Right. Like worst case scenario, follow us on Twitter. Right. Like it's free. You'll win. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Right. Thank you guys for taking it out this week. Saturday, I'm going to work on getting everything up and running via Spotify once again. So everything will release. And when we have YouTube videos, basically what's going to happen is we're going to have the YouTube video release. And then the next day, I'm going to have the Spotify release. So you'll have like Wednesday and then like Thursday, like morning or Wednesday, like Thursday morning or Thursday before the football game. You're going to have the Spotify link. So that's just how it's going to go. That's like a good spacing, and then good that I want to get people to watch our faces more. That's basically what
yeah, I think it's
what I want.
YouTube's a little bit more promotable.
Yeah, it's easier to promote YouTube videos than it is to promote Spotify.
Yeah.
Even though they're both pretty mobile, so it doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate all of y'all. And if you guys did enjoy this, again, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're here. We're here every week. I'm excited. I love football. I'm super excited for football season. And I'm actually excited because I think this might be the first time in a long time both of us will open the season 1-0, baby.
Dude, fingers crossed.
Dude, let's hope. We have Giants and Falcons. If we're going to talk about two teams that want to blunder things, people that want to blunder leads, those are the teams we got to work with.
Yeah. If there were ever teams to do it,
it was them.
It's the Falcons and the Giants.
All right. Well, with that, you guys, we're going to get it back here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, once again, like button, subscribe if you're new. I'm out here from Davion and Eric. This is Behind the Plays, Week 1. We'll catch you guys next week for the Week 1 wrap-up and the Week 2 predictions. Peace.
See ya.